So as we await the release of another cookie cutter basketball simulation in the form of 2K23, we've already heard of two cover athletes. One, Devin Booker, our beloved general of the Phoenix Suns, Mr. 70-point game himself, and once again, Michael Jordan, who has graced the cover of 2K11, 2K12, 2K16, and has returned for 2K23. Why?
21? You stupid.
Because 23, that's why. And nobody's gonna argue either of these covers. Well, one could argue Jordan because he's a weirdo.
But it's Michael Jordan! Michael Jordan! Can I get a pic? Huh? Michael Jordan!
But nonetheless, there has been one more cover athlete announced for this year's installment, and that athlete is J. Cole. Now, don't get me wrong, J. Cole has put in work in the rap world. Best mixtape of 2011 with Friday Night Lights, album of the year in 2015 with 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and best song of 2020 rap song with A Lot featuring 21 Savage. We remember that hit, just to name a few. And one of the better lyricists of our generation, I'd say. Now, I get it. He's been trying to put in work for quite some time with the basketball stuff as well. Okay. Cole, he played for Terry Sanford High School out of North Carolina. This was back in 2003. We know who else was popping in basketball in 2003.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
There's not really many stats out there as far as when he played in high school, but he did attempt to walk on for St. John's University, but nothing really out there for that either, so that really didn't go far either. 2012 is where most people were put on notice about his basketball skills, because that's when he participated in the All-Star Celebrity Game that weekend. Now, didn't really note the stats down, but I do know the MVP of that night was Kevin Hart, which he recorded 8 points and 6 assists and was named that game's MVP. So shout out to him. And the following year, he won that MVP. Just on a side note, not much more can be said about J. Cole's hooping ventures until about 2021. That's when he signed a contract with the Patriot Basketball League out of Rwanda, part of the Basketball Africa League. Now, nobody's heard of this league, let's be honest, but for what odd reason, that granted him the honor of being the cover athlete on that month's Slam, May 2021. He made his professional debut against the Rivers Hoopers, where he finished with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in 17 minutes of gameplay. So, you know, whatever. In 3 games with the teams, though, he totaled 5 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds in 45 minutes of total play. So, if we do the math here, okay, that means the other 2 games, he totaled 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Had a triple single.
I've told you, they thought he wasn't going to play with a sprained ankle.
Well, he had 2 points. He didn't play.
Okay, so tell me this.
You
saw the chase down block by
Wait,
Lonzo.
you had a what? You had a triple. Wait, he had 2 points, and you gonna say he played? He had 2 more points than me.
He was only under contract those 3 games, and after those 3 games, he left the team. Now, being 36 years old at the time, many thought this would be the end of his basketball aspirations, but no. May 19th, 2022, he signed with the Scarborough Shooting Stars of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Once again, a league we have not heard of because it's not the NBA. After 4 games, it was announced that J. Cole would have to take an indefinite leave to fulfill his contract tour requirements. My question is, why would he even start up playing basketball knowing he had to do this damn tour? So there's that. So in 4 games with the Shooting Stars, though, Cole averaged 2.4 points, 0.6 rebounds, and 0.4 assists while shooting 50% from 3-point range. That was probably 1 for 2.
A man had another triple single tonight.
Danny Green for 3.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Serious.
He's averaging a triple single.
But here we are. J. Cole's on the cover of 2K23. And I get it. The team at 2K Sports, they're trying to expand with a variety of covers that they present. They started with Candace Parker last year. But let's be real. They're going to put rappers/ball players on the covers of these games. There's only one person they should have considered starting off. Mr. Percy Miller himself. Anybody that has been on Earth more than 25 years knows that Percy Miller, aka P. Miller, aka Master P, was the first rapper to even get close to playing in the NBA. He played for 2 separate teams during his short tenure, one for the Charlotte Hornets. Later in 1999, he played for the Toronto Raptors. According to scouts, other experts, Master P didn't really have the skills or physicality to hang with most of the league's players, which, you know, that's a given. He scored like 4 points with the Charlotte Hornets in his debut, and then he scored 8 points with the Toronto Raptors. In average, Master P averaged 6 points in the NBA, and that's better than 34 of the 1998 draft picks and 38 of the 1999 draft picks. Just like J. Cole, Master P was a big celebrity at the time thanks to his hit song Make Him Say, nah. I'm just playing. So,
you're one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life.
No Limit Records was killing it on the independent scene. So now keep in mind, this was during a lockout year with the NBA, so that could have played a part as to why he was able to play in the league at the time. So there's that. Basketball and rap have always been closely intertwined, even though in the early 2000s they tried to silence the influence of the culture with bans on clothing. With the Allen Iverson era, we remember that. Hip-hop has always been a cousin of basketball. It's a common theory that the only way you make it out the hood is by either playing sports or performing.
I spoke at my old high school and I told them kids straight up, if you guys are serious about making it out of this ghetto, you gotta focus, you gotta stop blaming white people for your problems, and you've gotta learn how to rap or play basketball or something, nigga. You're trapped. You are trapped. Either do that or sell crack. That's your only options. That's the only way I've ever seen it work. You better get to entertaining these white people, nigga. Get to dancing.
So when one makes it out the hood via basketball or rapping, there's usually an urge to want to cross over. We've seen it countless times.
Like this. What I live for? Basketball, beats and brawls.
Overall, I'm digging J. Cole on one of the covers. It's nice to have options, but they definitely should have reached out to Master P. If they're going to have somebody on the cover, they definitely should have had Master P on the cover if they're going to start branching out. Yeah, but maybe next year, you know what I mean? You know, I'm hoping 2K didn't come at him a certain way, because, you know, Master P, he quick to flip out.
So the No Limit product in stores every week, except for Mercedes. We never saw that, and I always wanted to see that because she had a fat ass.
Yeah, see that, bro? Hold up, man. Don't talk about Mercedes.
Oh,
like
my bad.
that.
I ain't know she family.
So disrespectful.
Nah, she ain't family, but still, though, with all my people, man, you know how I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we good, man. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he probably flipped out. You know what? Or I'm betting they didn't get Master P because then they would have had to feature that ICDC college as a team on the game and shit.
Say ICDC, call it ICDC college. I say ICDC, I'm so ICDC college.
And you know, if they add ICDC, then they're gonna have to add the Everest College dude, and then
you're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work.
You know, during timeouts, they probably gonna have to be eating rap snacks and them noodles that he be making and shit. So that's probably what it was. 2K wasn't having all that. But either way, it's your boy Dylan. Like, subscribe, hit the share if you feel obliged. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Bye.